Am I recording you?
Yeah. Okay, so today we're going to talk about vaccines. Vaccines are very important because it could save, and it has saved, millions of people's lives. Today in America, it's a big talk, and people are unaware about the impact that vaccines have made just in this country alone. So the chickenpox vaccine is when the chickenpox, it protects chickenpox, and that's when your children get rashes and bumps all over their skin. It's very itchy, and they could possibly die from it. So people think that if you get a vaccine, their children is going to die. There is a chance, but there's a very slim chance. So the side effects of the chickenpox vaccine, that most children don't have any side effects from the shot. However, some children may experience the following side effects: soreness, redness, or swelling where the shot has given, fever, mild rash, and temporary pain and stiffness in the joints. That's very common, but the CDC even says that most children don't have any side effects. And in America, before the vaccine was even available, about 4 million people got the chickenpox, and even when you're an adult, you can still get the chickenpox, and that's even worse if you get it as an adult. Each year in the United States, over 10,500 of those people were hospitalized, and about 100 to 150 people have died. So without the chickenpox vaccine, then even more of those people are dying. And then they have the DTaP vaccine, and that prevents the whooping cough, diphtheria, and tetanus. So it's 3 in 1. And also, most children don't get side effects from this shot, but some of the side effects are redness, swelling, pain where the shot was given, fever, vomiting, and these types of side effects happen in about 1 out of 4 children who get the shot. So if you have 4 children, there's a chance that at least one of your children are going to get some of these side effects, which are very little versus someone actually having whooping cough. The symptoms of whooping cough are runny, stuffed up nose, mild cough, a pause in breathing in babies called apnea. And whooping cough can be very serious, and for babies younger than 1 year, they need to be cared for in the hospital. They can develop pneumonia, have seizures, and suffer from brain damage. Since 2010, up to 20 babies have died each year from whooping cough in the United States. Most of these babies don't have protection against whooping cough because they're too young to get the shots. So they are seeing more people or more babies die because they don't have the shot, and also because they're too young. Whooping cough spreads easily through the air, and also when a person who's whooping breathes. So how can you protect your child against whooping cough? Get your Tdap shot in the 3rd trimester of every pregnancy. Make sure your baby gets all of his doses on time, and encourage anyone who will be in contact with your baby to be up to date on their shots so that they don't have that chance of getting whooping cough. And since 2010, there's only been 10,000 to 50,000 cases of whooping cough are reported each year in the U.S. Before the whooping cough vaccines were recommended for all infants, about only 8,000 people in the United States died each year from whooping cough. Today, because of the vaccine, the number has dropped fewer than 20 per year. So that's a lot. From 10,000 to only 20 people, the vaccine has made a major impact within the country. And there's another thing that the Tdap vaccine is diphtheria. Diphtheria is like a mucus in your throat, and you could actually choke to death because there's this thick mucus within your respiratory system. Only about 1 out of 10 people who get diphtheria dies, and in children younger than 5 years old, as many as 1 out of 5 children who get diphtheria dies, and that's still a big statistic. 1 out of 5 children who get diphtheria dies. So if you have 5 children, 1 of them will die from diphtheria if they don't get vaccinated. So I have a chart here that shows that vaccines actually do work. Diphtheria, the pre-vaccine era, so this is before the shot even came about, was about 21,000 people. Now, you don't see any cases in the U.S., so it's pretty much eradicated, so there's no more diphtheria in the U.S. Hepatitis A, 117,000, and cases now are 3,500, 97%. Measles, and that comes in the measles, mumps, rubella shot, that was 530,000, and now you only see 69 people each year get it, and that's about 99%, almost eradicated. Smallpox, 29,000, now 0 people about a year, and now that's almost eradicated too. But you're seeing it come back because now less and less people are vaccinating their children. And the shots, if you take it as a child, they'll save you in the long run. Chickenpox, if you get it young as a child, it will save you in the long run as an adult, because the chickenpox is actually worse in an adult than it is in children. And the more you get it, the more shots you get, the more immunity you have. So the first shot that you get, you have a little immunity for a little bit, and then it goes back down. The second shot, you'll get more of immunity, and it doesn't go back down as far. The third shot, because usually shots are in 2 or 3, you'll get another immunity, and then it pretty much levels out. So in the longer, your body's making the antibodies to save yourself in the long run. So the main reason why people are getting upset about vaccines and feeling that their children are going to die from it or get autism from these vaccines is from a Lancet report in the UK. And it retracts, actually, a 12-year-old article linking autism to MMR vaccines. And if a public journal, medical journal, retracts your research, then that's not a good thing. Then they feel like that it's not true. And the US has even done their own research, and they have not found that autism and vaccines are actually linked together. So they even said that they pretty much took away Dr. Andrew Wakefield's license because he only tested 12 children. That's not enough. If you see other studies, you see over 700 to over 1,000 people that are actually tested in these studies, because you need more people to prove what you're trying to prove. So if they actually took away this article from the Canadian Medical Association and for the rest of the world, then it really doesn't mean anything. There's no fact to it. So the UNICEF Foundation, which covers the whole world, shows that measles have killed over 500 children in 2003. A lot of the mothers don't even give the children real names until they have survived the disease. Tetanus has killed over 200,000 newborns and 300 mothers in 2001. Diphtheria, or whooping cough, or prosthesis, has also killed about 300 children a year. Polio, which is eradicated here, you don't really see anybody here who have the vaccine, hasn't had the vaccine, is about 350,000 in 1988 and to under 1,300 in 2004. And the vaccines do change and save children's lives. The American Academy of Pediatrics states that most childhood vaccines are 90 to 90% effective in preventing disease. Vaccines have saved 2.5 million children from preventable diseases every year, which equates to roughly 285 children saved every hour. So your child getting that one shot, or the 24 shots that they'll get for the first couple years of their lives before they need to go to school, that will save their life longer in the long run. So those numbers, saving 285 children every hour, wouldn't you want your child to be one of those 285 million? When it could not be one of those if you don't get your child vaccinated. So getting your child vaccinated is really important, because they may have some symptoms for a little while, but you're going to save their life in the long run when they're an adult.